So what's going on, guys, and welcome back to episode number 75 of our Porstmouth crew mode on the PS4 FIFA 15. I'm going to be kicking off this episode with the squad report, and as you can see, a lot of our players are progressing very nicely, especially the likes of Halilovic, the player that we've recently brought in. As you guys do know, we bought him for 1 million plus Ryan Ledson, and he has now gone up to an 80 rated, so he's a real promising player that we're going to have in our squad, and hopefully he can get into the mid 80s and maybe even high 80s and low 90s, which would be an absolute incredible player if we could actually get him up into that kind of racing. But the first game we were going to be having in this episode was going to be a very difficult game against Everton. But before that, you can see by the league table, we're currently sitting in 4th place, so we're doing extremely well so far this season, and we're really hoping our good run of form can continue. But as you can see there, we're going to be playing Everton at home, and this is going to be a real test for us. One of our first tests, even though we've already beaten the likes of, I believe we've beaten, anyway, I can't really remember, but we've beaten a big side so far this season. It might have been Arsenal. But the first, another big test was going to be up against Everton. They do have 2 players that I'd really like to bring into club. One in the likes of Stones, and the other one, Ross Barkley, as I really do admire them 2 players. But with the first chance of the game does actually fall to us in the 3rd minute, but Tim Howard pulls off an amazing save to actually keep the scoreline at 0-0. But from the resulting corner, we did whip the ball in. It comes to Lamela. Lamela actually whips the ball in the box. It comes to Dyer. Dyer has a really good shot there. It actually hits the underside of the crossbar and gets cleared out, and Halilovic then gets the rebound as Howard was on the floor, and thankfully we found ourselves 1-0 up in this game, which I was very pleased to see. And actually there, what a fantastic header it was as well from Dyer. It was a pretty simple finish for Halilovic, but he still showed commitment to actually get there in front of the defender. But a good chance there for Everton, a really good save from Cragno there, as Ross Barkley has a really good shot on the volley. But unfortunately for us, Ben Celeb does actually whip the ball in the box. The former Tottenham man whips ball in the box, comes to Stones. Stones has a header, gets a good block from our defender, but unfortunately it was another really good header from Stones. And while our goalkeeper was already on the floor because he thought that the previous shot from Lukaku was going to go in, it did actually get blocked, but the rebound fell straight to Stones, and a little bit like our effort, there's R's come off the crossbar, but this time it was a really good block from our defender. Actually there, Hernandez actually really gets a really good block, but unfortunately it falls to Stones and he has a simple header. But unfortunately for us, they do actually get themselves in front. Lukaku, Ross Barkley plays a lovely ball across the box to Lukaku, and Romelu Lukaku do actually score a really good goal there. Unfortunately for us, our goalkeeper couldn't get there just in time, and we do find ourselves 2-1 down against Everton at home. And we're really hoping that we don't lose, because we have not lost a game so far in the Barclays Premier League at home. So we're really hoping we're not going to lose any games so far at home, as we're trying to build a fortress, as that's what I hope can try and help us do very well in the league. But the next chance the game does actually fall to us. Dembele runs through in a lovely finesse shot past Tim Howard in the 82nd minute, and Dembele just proving why he is going to be the next big striker in the Barclays Premier League, as a lovely first touch from him and a lovely first time finish. He takes it just before Howard can actually set himself, but we have a good chance to wrap the game up. Moussa Dembele runs down a lovely roulette past the defender. He cuts inside, but a fantastic block there from Besic, and Lamela tries the slide shot, but unfortunately Tim Howard was going to match it with the good save, and he does actually get the ball clear. And that's actually how the game finished. So we ended up picking up a point at Everton, so it wasn't the worst result in the world, but hopefully we're going to try and improve. But we have a really difficult game now. We have a game up against Chelsea. They're currently in 3rd, we're currently in 4th, so it's going to be a real tough game for us. And they do have a real strong squad as well, especially they have the Hazard brothers. They had actually Edin Cavani up front as well, so they had a real strong squad. But then, to be honest, looking at our squad, we had a real strong squad as well. We had the likes of Halilovic, Lamela, etc. But the first chance of the game does actually fall to them. And Mikel plays the ball through. It comes to Hazard, but a fantastic save from Cragno. Our new goalkeeper makes a really delightful save. But the next chance of the game does actually fall to us. Vitinho's running 1-on-1 with Cech, and a fantastic finish from him from just inside the penalty area as he finds the bottom corner. Peter Cech had no chance. I'm not really sure why Peter Cech was starting him ahead of Thibaut Courtois, but obviously if I was manager, I'll be playing Courtois every day of the week over Peter Cech. But I suppose when you've got 2 world-class goalkeepers at a club, you have to both give them a run out, and it just looked like this time it was going to be Peter Cech in goal for him. But whether Courtois was in goal for that one, I wouldn't have thought it'd be safe. And that was a brilliant first touch from Vitinho, and a fantastic finish as he picks up his 3rd goal in the Barclays Premier League so far. But unfortunately, a rash challenge from Eric Dier gives away a penalty in the 68th minute. So the worst possible scenario is Eric Dier takes down Edison Cavani in the penalty box. It was going to be Eden Hazard up against Cragno, who was going to come out on top. And of course, Cragno goes the right way and makes a fantastic save, and we managed to clear the ball out wide until they get the ball to Matic. Matic has a really good header. I actually thought that was in, but thankfully it only hit the side netting, and we ended up getting very lucky that Cragno actually made a brilliant save. We did have a good chance right in the dying stage of the game. Peter Cech makes a lovely save. Lamela on the volley has a really good shot, but Peter Cech once again making a really good save. So Peter Cech was basically telling me to shut up. Basically me talking about Courtois was better than him. But the next game of this episode was going to be against Hull, who are currently first. We were currently second, so it's going to be a battle. Whoever won this game would be top of the table, and it was going to be a real big clash, and I was really hoping that we could do our very best to try and knock Hull off top spot and plant ourselves right at the top of the Barclays Premier League table. And if we could, it would be one of the first times we were actually top of the Barclays Premier League table. And with the side we've got, it is incredible that we're actually challenging for the title so far this season. But the first chance of the game to actually fall to us, Moussa Dembele has a really good shot, but the Hull goalkeeper makes a brilliant save there as they then managed to get the ball clear. But Vitinho was absolutely delightful skill here, a lovely step over, lovely skill. He left Livermore for dead. He has a really good shot, but unfortunately it was a pretty comfortable save for Djokovic in the Hull City net. But the next chance of the game will actually fall to us, and Lamela gets injured. So awful scenario for us as Eric Lamela gets taken down, and he hurts his shoulder. Thankfully he's only going to be out for 9 days, as you'll see at the end of the game. But the first chance, a real chance, actually comes to us as Vieto is running through on goal just after half time. He has a fantastic shot and finds the bottom corner of the net, and Vieto showing that he is basically the young Sergio Aguero. Reason being, he's a lot younger, he's Argentinian, he's got pretty much the same stats as him, but just younger. And I believe that Vieto, if he continues to grow as he is, not just in the career mode, but in real life as well, I believe he will turn into the next Sergio Aguero. That reminds me, I'm going to be starting a new series soon for silver players. So basically like the silver Messi, the silver Cristiano Ronaldo on Ultimate Team. So if you're interested in that, please let me know, and please also watch the videos and like them to show your support as well. But unfortunately, in the 78th minute, they do actually get themselves back on level terms. It was a lovely turn there from Thomas Ince. He turns our defenders inside out, has a really good shot, and unfortunately our goalkeeper gets beaten at the near post. But in the 89th minute, Divock Origi was running down the wing. El Mohammadi, he takes him on, cuts inside. He is running through on goal. He has a really good shot, but unfortunately, I don't know how that managed to end up in the back of the net, but a real poor attempt from Djokovic in the whole net. And as you see there, Divock Origi running in front of the Portsmouth away fans, home fans, sorry, and scores a really good goal, which I would be absolutely livid if I let a goal in like that in the 89th minute, as it was a pretty simple run from him. He runs straight across the penalty area. Okay, it wasn't a good shot, but still, the goalkeeper should be saving that. There's no way he should be letting Divock Origi beat him from there, especially as it went straight at him. But that was actually how the game finished, and we ended up finishing top spot of the league. So that's actually it for this episode. If you did enjoy it, please make sure to hit the like button down below. That's very much appreciated. I really do hope to see you next time, very soon, for the next episode of the Porstmouth Career Mode. Thank you, bye-bye.